Okay, good morning class. Today we will be having our lesson in Hele 4. Are you ready? Okay, I know you are ready. So let's begin. Okay, but before that, let's have these following words first for the drill. Okay, so let's have access, browser, software, website, and enable. Access, browser, software, website, enable. Again, access, browser, software, website, enable. One more time. Access, browser, software, website, and enable. Very good. Okay, excellent. Okay. So based from that class, from those illustration class, what do you think would be our lesson this morning? Based from that class, what do you think would be our lesson for this morning? Are you familiar with that? Okay, I know some of you are familiar and some of you are not also. But let's see, okay? So that one with green, red, and yellow, the round one. Okay, so are you familiar with that? Okay, so that is the symbol of or logo of Google, right? Okay, so let's see later. Okay, so those are what? Okay, so those are the different what? Okay, so the different search engines of the computer. Okay, so we have also the different web browsers. Okay, we are still using today. So those are just few of the browsers rather we are using in order for us to search, to get information, to conduct our transactions, either business or just chatting with our friends. So those are the web browsers we are using. Okay, so based from the topic class, what do you want to learn? So based from the topic class, what do you want to learn? Okay, so let's have these following guide questions because later on we can use these following questions in answering or in learning the different web browsers we are using. Okay, so first one, what are the some popular web browsers or website browsers? So when I say browsers, this is somewhat like, what's this? A certain thing or an application or a software we use in order to access such information. Number two, how this website help us. So how this following website help us. Okay, so let's have first the first question. That would be, okay, so what are the some popular web browsers? So what are the some popular web browsers? So we have the Google Chrome, we have also Opera and Internet Explorer. We have also the Mozilla Firefox, and the last one is Safari. So all these popular browsers rather are popular, but some of them are not included here. We just included 5 of the popular web browsers that we used in order to access such information. Number 2 question, how this web help us? So how this web help us? So, okay, so for research and study, for business transaction, and in order for us to access information, we need, okay, so say for example, for research and study. So we want to research of the information about the lesson that we've discussed. So in order for you to access those information in the World Wide Web rather, we need web browsers to do that or to help us. So we can choose if it's Google Chrome, if it's Opera, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, or Safari. So I know some of you are using the Google Chrome, right? So some of you also are using Opera or Internet Explorer in some computer or personal computer and in laptops. Mozilla Firefox, yes, and also Safari. Okay, so for business transaction, I know you are aware of the online selling today, alright? Alright, so that's why this web browser also beneficial or helpful to us since we are posting some of the products in the World Wide Web in order for that products to be sold and also to access information. Okay. So, but before we proceed to our discussion, let's have these following words first, okay? Because later on, we're going to encounter this during our discussion. So, first word we have access. So, when I say access, this is a means of approach or admission to a place or person. So, this is, you just have a permit to do or to operate something, right? So say for example, you have an access to that particular website. So for example, the Google Chrome, you just have to click or you just have to search for the Google Chrome. Then right after that, click it, then you can have the access to use that particular web browser. Next word, we have convenient. So when I say convenient, this is allowing you to do something easily or without any trouble. So this is somewhat like easy. Okay, convenient to use, easy to use. You just have to click the web browser, then type what you want to search for. Then the web browser will help you to look for the link, and then if you want the link that particular web browser offers, of course you can get the information needed there. And also we have refrain. So when I say refrain, this is to prevent from doing an act. Next one, we have responsible. So when I say responsible, this is the ability to meet one's duty or obligation. So you are responsible to meet one's duty or obligation. And the last word is software. So when I say software, the programs that run on a computer and perform a certain function or perform certain functions. So these particular web browsers are also software that designed to run or to manipulate or to perform such particular function, and that is to offer us the needed information we need to. Okay. So let's have the discussion. But before that, let's go back to our previous lesson. So that would be the computer. So what is a computer? So it is defined as an electronic device or machine that is programmable and can manipulate information or data. And the computer has the ability to process, store, and retrieve data. Okay, so we have also the parts of a personal computer that we've already discussed, right? So first one is the CPU, which is the brain of the computer. We have also the monitor, right? We have the keyboard, and also we have the mouse for pointing or for the cursor, and the last one for the AVR rather, the powerhouse of the computer. Okay, so let's have these basic steps in operating a personal computer that we've already discussed also. So first one is to turn the AVR on. Next, turn on the CPU of the computer. Next one is switch on the monitor. If the computer requires the password, type the necessary keys to unlock the computer and choose the program or application you want to perform. Okay, so some popular web browsers. So nowadays, getting and organizing information with the use of computer through internet is very easy and convenient compared to a couple of decades ago. So it is correct, right? So it is just like you're going to type for the information you need, then the particular web browser will search for you, and then you can choose the link so that you can search for the information you want to. And also compared to couple of decades ago. So since then, we're going to library, search for the information there in the library, and it will take you so long, right? Presently, we have different web browsers that we can access to search any website for all information under the sun. It's all the information under the sun. We can search it in the different web browsers. Okay, so some popular web browsers we are using today. We have the Google Chrome, the Opera, Internet Explorer, we have Mozilla Firefox, and Safari. So web browsers is simply a software application that enables you to browse the internet and access any website in the World Wide web. So this browser can help you to locate the information that you are searching for. So you can retrieve any information by accessing the right website. So example, you can browse through Google to access YouTube, Facebook, Wikipedia, emails, and etc. So there's a lot of things that a certain browser can offer you. So say for example, it can offer you YouTube if you're going to search for the YouTube or Facebook through the different web browsers that is available to us. Okay. And also, a search engine is a software program that searches for websites. So this software enables you to search for any specific information that you want to access. You can easily do this by just typing the keywords that you are searching for. So popular search engines, we have the Google, Yahoo, MSN, Ask, and AOL. So those are the popular search engines which are different also from the web browsers. So when I say web browsers, these are the web browsers that can connect to the World Wide Web and offer different, let's say, links in searching such particular information. So say for example, we want to search for the Apple. So the Apple would be searched by the search engine or let's say web browser you choose. So say for example, Google or the Internet Explorer. Okay. So let's just go back to the guide question we have presented here. So first one is, what are the some popular web browsers that we've discussed? So Google Chrome, we have answered this, Opera, Internet Explorer, we have also Mozilla Firefox and Safari. So those are some of the popular web browsers that we are still using today in order for us to search for the information that we need. Okay? So next one, how this web help us? So how these popular web browsers help us? For research and study, for business transactions, and to access information in the World Wide Web. So for research and study, this allows us to do research and also to study the different things or disciplines or information. Also for business transaction, for those who are having their online selling and also other businesses, and also to access information to the World Wide Web. Okay, so what you're going to do is to complete the following. So what are some of the popular web browsers that we are using today? So you're going to answer that on your Hele notebook. So just a reminder only, you can make use of your Hele notebook because I am checking your activities and evaluation there. So please be ready of that. Okay, so first one, that is Google. Very good. Next one, we have Safari, then Opera, the Internet Explorer, and the Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so those are the following popular web browsers we are using in order for us to access the information we need in the World Wide Web. Okay, so what you're going to do is to complete the statement below. So nowadays, getting and organizing information with the use of blank through blank is very easy and convenient compared to a couple of decades ago. Presently, we have different blank that we can access to search any blank for all the information under the blank. So what you're going to do is to complete the statement in your notebook. So what you're going to copy and answer or fill out with correct words. Okay, so based from our discussion. Okay, so blank is simply a blank that enables you to browse the blank and access any website in the blank. This blank can help you to locate the information that you are searching for. So you can retrieve any information by accessing the right blank. Okay, so again, you're going to copy this and complete the statement there, or yes, the statement that is ready to answer. Okay, so let's just go back to your questions there. Okay, so that you will be guided, right? Okay, so let's just go back to our discussion. Here, okay, so you have the time to copy the statement below. Okay, so that ends our lesson this morning about the different web browsers we are using in order to access information and to do the transactions or for research and study. And also, if we're going to take the online classes, let's say for example, we can still use this different kind of web browsers in order for us to access or to do or to use that kind of application we intend to use, or let's say done. Okay, so please copy that because I'm going to check that tomorrow. So this ends our lesson. I hope you learned something from today's lesson. So thank you and good morning. Have a nice day, everyone.